Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday. My goodness. I don't like this new Facebook format. Has anybody seen it? It's terrible. So I'm complaining. So yes, good morning, and I hope you're ready to start the week and, get yourself revved up. I'm sure you're a little tired from a long weekend. Hi, Bronny. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Paulette. How you doing? But this morning, I'm going to talk about getting some sleep, Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Hi, Sean. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's coming in. Hello. Catherine, it's like the way you post things, it's got like a different graphics. I don't like all the graphics, how they have it. So I just don't like it. Good morning, Sherry. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Natalie. Everybody needs some sleep, huh? Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning. So one of the listeners, he said, he's really been having trouble sleeping, and he wanted to ask, he tosses and turns, and I'm sure like a lot of you can relate to that, right? You go to bed, you're super tired when you go to bed, and then you sit there and you lay awake. Your mind is running like a motor. It just won't stop. And you got to do this. And you got to take care of that. And, well, don't forget to do this. And, oh, my God, I can't believe I went to bed without that. So then you get out of bed and you go send that email. Then you get back in bed. And then you forgot to set the alarm. Right? Am I stressing you out? And then you just don't get proper sleep. And I think a lot of us deal with that. A lot of us. Major issues. Or you fall asleep, but you get up several times a night. You just not a solid sense of sleep. So there's been so much around that. And that for me has been a huge, huge problem. So I said, let's attack it. Let's look at it. Let's figure out how we can all get some better Z's. Stress. Stress obviously is a big, big factor. Stress is going to be a huge factor in whether or not you get some quality sleep. So, hang on one second. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's going to drive me crazy. All right, I'm coming. Is that better? All right, so, stress. When you're stressed about something, you're going to have a hard time sleeping. So if you're stressed about your work or your money or, just your life in general, it's going to be very, very tough for you to get some sleep. Okay, so I've had and take meds for it. If a doctor has prescribed medication, obviously, listen to your doctor. I'm going to work on some ways that maybe we try not to have any medication, just to see if it helps as well for anyone who doesn't want to go and take anything. But listen to your doctor. If your doctor's prescribing something, obviously they know best for you. So what you can do is that stress will be a killer for you. And we have to minimize the stress. So that's the key. The key is, how do I minimize the stress so I can get better rest? Okay? One of the things you have to kind of create a ritual, a nightly ritual. It's really important, you guys. If you're up sending an email 10 minutes before you're trying to go to bed, it's too much. Your brain is still active. Your brain is still like, ha. It's not going to get rest. Or if you're watching an intense movie or something that's really, you're not going to get rest. So you have to create this ritual that, half hour before bed, I am not going to use electronics. I'm not going to do it. Now, I know that may seem impossible, but, your rest, your sleep, your well-being deserves that. One of the other things in that 5-second rule book, and this was really tough, but how many of you sleep with your cell phone next to your bed? Show me some hearts. Give me a heart and fess up. If you sleep with your cell phone next to your bed, Go ahead and put that out there. Because here's the thing. You know when you wake up, yeah, see, there you go. There you go. I know, let's be honest about this, right? This is Z recovery right now. It's Z rehab. You know, when that phone is next to your bed and you just happen to wake up, what are you going to do? You know you do. You're going to grab that phone, see if there's any messages. Just out of habit, just out of something. The minute your brain starts reading, it's going to start to wake up again. So again, put that phone across the room. I've been doing it for a week, and I know that seems crazy, but I'll tell you, it works. And I set the alarm. So set the alarm at the time you want to get up. So that when you start to kind of toss and turn, you go to wake up and you go, nope, my alarm hasn't gone off yet. I have more sleep. And you go right back into sleep. You go right back in. It really, really, really works. So, there you go. So, you know, Catherine, I totally get the in case of emergency. And if you don't check it at night, then maybe move it. I mean, you're not moving it out of the way that if it's something urgent. But I think just having it there creates an unrest. It creates an unrest for several reasons. One is you're on the verge of waiting if that message is going to come through, right? You're waiting on that text. So I think that can impact your sleep. I think the electronic energy that comes from stuff around us really does have an impact. Shut your computer monitors off. Shut things off that create some neon lights, you know, as much as you can. Also, if you can take a like a salt water bath, Himalayan salt, Epsom salt, you know, bathing, you know, the salt detoxes, but it also creates a rest. It also helps relax. And that, again, that's the key. No caffeine before you go to bed. A lot of this we know, but we're not doing. Now, if you're really, really struggling, you may be lacking magnesium, okay? By no means am I diagnosing here, but, you know, you could be lacking magnesium, which, you know, take a look at it, get some blood work done, because that's an easy fix, that unrest, you know, the levels. So lack of magnesium could also be doing it. And there's several things, but when you create a ritual, and when you honor that ritual, you'll actually find you have more restful sleep. You really will. And then when you have restful sleep, you actually have more energy when you wake up, more empowered, more focused. So real quick, let's look at the opposite side of that, waking up. If you're hitting the alarm, you got to stop hitting the alarm button. I mean the snooze button. You got to stop no matter what. No matter what. Like, again, 5-second rule. This lady is amazing. Please read this book. But when, you know, I guess we sleep in these 60 to 90 minute cycles. So what happens is if you kind of wake up and then you hit that snooze and you go back in, you've actually just reset your body 60 to 90 minutes. So when you try to wake up, you're just agonizingly tired. How many times have you hit the snooze? You don't wake up feeling refreshed. You don't wake up feeling good. So, Linda, if your husband is snoring so bad, he's probably got to get that looked at. You know, that's probably a medical issue at hand that he really needs to get addressed so that he's not snoring, so that he can get himself some rest. Because, again, we're not, you know, we're becoming such a society in which we're pushing ourselves, pushing. Whatever you're doing is not enough. You put in 8 hours of work, it's not enough. Put in 2 more. You didn't send that extra email. You didn't follow up with that person. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. We got to stop. We're running ourselves down. Sleep, rest is important. It's an important part of your functionality. You know, when you get rest, you're going to feel better. When you get rest, you're going to be more productive when you are awake. So if you're not sleeping well, short of it being a medical issue, and short of, you know, taking, what is it they tell you to take? magnesium at night or something. What's that? It's whatever. I just think it's really bad. It gives me a massive headache. There's a natural thing that they tell you to take before you go to sleep. Melatonin. Thank you, Amber. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Melatonin. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Melatonin doesn't work for everybody. You can actually get what's called a melatonin migraine. So if you take melatonin, and see, you all knew what it was. See that? If you all take melatonin and you wake up with a headache, you got to know that you probably can't handle the melatonin or it's too much of a dose. Melatonin migraine, it's called. So know that that's an actual thing. All right? So chamomile tea will work, right? Or any decaffeinated tea might work. Create a breathing and exercise, maybe some sort of meditation, but something that helps. There's also, you guys, this really does help, okay? It's on, you can Google it. It's UCLA, just Google UCLA meditation. It's 13 minute, it's free to play it. 13 minute for deep sleep. Play that, it shuts off itself, but it actually really does help. It uses some NLP to kind of help you kind of fall into a deep sleep. So that really works. Kept you up. See, Janice, yeah, you had an adverse reaction to it. Same as me. It will kind of keep you up, and it will create anxiety, and it will give you a darn headache the next day. So just know melatonin's not for everybody. Or again, if it's too strong, you know, try lowering that dose, okay? But one other thing too, exercise during the day. Don't exercise too late. Don't eat too late and don't exercise too late. Because if you trigger your dopamine, so what happens is, all right, the dopamine is your high. It's your high drug. I'm happy. I'm getting my happy on. Okay, that's your dopamine. So what happens is, if you go online and you're Googling and you're doing all that, you get a little dopamine, a little relief. If you go and exercise, you're releasing. You're getting all hyped up. Your energy's going up. If you eat, you're triggering your digestive system. So none of these things you want to do about an hour before you go to bed. You don't want to do them. We want to slow the system down. And so here you are. I guarantee it. You're all wondering, why am I not getting sleep? Why am I guarantee you're doing one of those things. I bet you. If you're truly doing a ritual, giving yourself time, giving yourself quiet, winding yourself down, taking that hot bath, settling in, no caffeine, no food before dinner, no exercise before before dinner, no triggering your system before dinner, no texting before dinner, emails before sleep. If you do all of that before you go in the bed, and you don't do any of that, I bet just give it a week, you're going to sleep a little better. You're going to sleep a little better. Okay? So, and just know how much that helps. I know it's going to take about a week or so to acclimate your body to this new system. Honor it. Oh, Sean, doTERRA lavender oil is really good. I'm actually going to sell doTERRA in my little space now because I really like their oils. But lavender oil on the bottom of your feet works. Yeah, absolutely. A little diffuser. Maybe put a little diffuser of lavender in the air, or even chamomile in the air. Chamomile can be an oil. But releasing some of those things in the air to help you. But, you have to love yourself enough to take these steps. You work hard. You work hard. Okay? You don't need to work up until the minute you put your head on the pillow. And you don't need to work during the night. All right? Got to give yourself some rest. You got to honor the power of rest, the power of sleep. Because then when you are awake, you're going to be a machine. You're going to feel better. We need this sleep to refuel our body. When you're sleeping, your body heals in that sleeping state. It restores itself. It restores itself physically, mentally, and spiritually. All right? So, I know so many people say I'm not sleeping, but you're not Are you really doing things to help your sleep? Or you're sitting there going up to against the clock, looking at the last minute, and then throwing a couple melatonin down your mouth and waking up tired and you don't know why. See, the melatonin, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you wake up just zonked out. Or any of the medications, you just wake up feeling like a truck hit you. And then you're starting off the day tired. So I'm not going to tell you not to take any medications if they're prescribed to you, but try creating a system that is prescription free. Check with your doctor, please. But rather than just going that, what do you think about sleeping too much? Of course we can sleep too much. Now, Melanie, here's the thing. You got to ask yourself, what sleep do I need? How much do I need? See, because when they say, oh, 7 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, you are not everybody. You got to see what your body needs. Now, my body, here's the thing. They say what is 7 or 8, they say women as they get older, they need less. I don't know. I need 8 hours. I need 8 hours, period. 6 or 6.5, I'm going to have a headache the next day, no matter what. 7, I'm just going to feel tired the whole day. I'm just not going to feel 100%. 8, I feel really good. Every once in a while, I may need 9, and I just let myself have it. Very rarely, but I give myself permission because I feel like, if I've done a lot of spirit work that week, and if you do spirit work or you're working with people or other people's energy, you're going to need more sleep. Okay? You're going to need more sleep. All right? But figure out where's your sweet spot with your sleep. Where's your sweet spot, and then honor that. Okay, so and darkness may help you, Catherine. Yeah, that's a good point. Some people need dark, some need a little night light, but move away from the electronic lights. Move away from humming zzz, all night, unless it's like white noise. Because things like that will really impact, especially if you're sensitive. If you're sensitive, you actually can feel electric currents. You can probably hear them, but you can feel them. So again, tuning out, turning that stuff off, it's going to help you. But the most important thing, sleeping ritual. Get into that sleeping ritual. I would say at least half hour before you're ready to go to bed. Maybe do a little light reading, a little light meditation, but just starting to honor yourself. I'm going to start to slow down, telling my body it's time, giving itself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to rest. So that's a lot of suggestions there. There's a ton of stuff there. Maybe 1 or 2 or all of those things are going to help you. But trust me, you're going to be your most powerful self if you get that sufficient amount of rest. All right? You can't expect this to keep on going and going and going and going. You can't expect your body to keep on going and going and going. All right? We need to recharge. Sleep is how we recharge. You got to do it. You'll make yourself sick if you don't. You'll give yourself headaches if you don't. You'll be lethargic the whole day. You won't feel motivated. None of that feels good. None of that raises vibrations. But when you feel clear, and when you feel strong, and when you feel awake, and when you feel motivated, and when you feel powerful, you're going to feel productive. You're going to be productive. You're going to be in your power. All right? So stop working yourself to the bone. And rest. Rest when it's time to rest. And then you work when it's time to work. All right? Does that help? I hope it helps. Hope you enjoyed. There you go. I love you guys. I need you to be peppy at 10 a.m. That's why I need you to get some rest. I need you to be peppy and happy and spunky and feisty and ready to go. All right, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Now go take a nap. No. Just kidding. I'm kidding, right? All right. Practice it tonight. Give yourself more than a day. Give yourself a week to 2 weeks. Really try this, okay, you guys? All right, look at that. The lipstick stroll's talking right to you. Look, get some rest. Get rest. All right, that's it. See you guys later. Bye.